Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I'm Jack Talcott with a new look and a new start. Today's title, Day One. Uh, I'm going to be starting kind of a new direction. Well, similar direction, but inspired by a new friend, I believe, in my opinion, Mr. Paul Unslaved. You'll find him over on his channel, Proper Instruction to Motivate People. And I'll make sure and include his links in the description when we're done. But um, recent inspirations in this online community, I've come across him, and then recently as well, OTW, and uh, through Paul, he introduced me to some other motivational speakers. So this morning, when my feet hit the bed, I said, "Fuck yeah!" When my feet hit the floor, I mean. Start of a new day. Yesterday, Paul challenged me to 28 days consistent being online, getting the messages out there. OTW took a fitness challenge for himself, and after some inspirations and some wise words on the panel discussion we had yesterday, I got some push-ups in. I trimmed my beard. I'm still getting used to the look myself, but things are changing. So today, day one, if you do not expect the unexpected, you will not recognize it when it arrives. You got to prepare yourself for the unexpected. The society teaches us to prepare for the worst, to plan wisely, but you've got to expect the unexpected, and that includes in good ways as well. So keep your eyes open for opportunities. Figure out what it is you want in your future and allow yourself to change. And thank you for those who are joining. Yesterday, I agree. Thank you, Pamela. It was a very good panel yesterday. We had some great discussions, and I'm still figuring out this YouTube stuff. And I saw the chat afterwards in the replay, and thank you, thank you for those who showed up and shared their time and their attention and their comments. Um, it shows me that people care in different ways and for different things, but people do care. And that's what it's all about. One of the things I brushed over yesterday, too, talking about the ego and faith, allowing yourself to shatter your ego self, the image of you in your mind. Allow yourself to break free from what you used to be so that you can discover, you can push your limits, you can push your body, push your mind, push your spirit. You can push yourself into greatness if that's what you desire. So what might happen if you started a new life today? Just old me, congratulations. Thank you for the job you did. It's been fun knowing you. What do I want to change? What do I want to improve about myself, my experience, my habits, my day-to-day practices? What do I want more of? Where do I want to grow? What do I want to go? What do I want to grow through me, as me, for others, with others? What is within me to get out? The only way you can really imagine what it could be within you is if you look to the future, but that's not what this world has taught. This world has taught us to focus on the past. You can't focus on what you were. I mean, it's easy to do because that's what you know. It's what you can see. It's verifiable. It's evidence. It's fact-based. The past you can prove, theoretically. um, but the game of life is about discovery. It's about creation and nurturing, conserving, growing. It's not this consuming and producing nonsense, this give and take bull crap. There's laws of exchange. It's supposed to be fluid and dynamic, kind of feminine aspects, right? The feminine aspects are seen in nature. It's beauty, still, strong, dynamic. Um, so if you were going to start a new challenge for yourself today, just in little things, what would you be proud of yourself for accomplishing today? If you could, you know, pay attention, watch for the unexpected, because you never know when it might arrive. And, if the opportunity comes up to do a good deed for someone, do it. At least try. Because really, the ultimate judge is the pure consciousness that is within you, that pure consciousness that is always aware of your thoughts and your actions and your intentions and the true nature of what you are. That inner consciousness is judging. So judge yourself honestly, with compassion, with forgiveness, without guilt, and golly gee, sure as hell without fear. See, I was watching a different discussion recently, a series on communication, the power of words, um, the power of positive words versus negative words, as well as the dynamic between relationships. You know, if a parent says a statement to a child, it means one thing. And if the child says the same thing to a parent, it can mean something different, or teacher student. So there's different dynamics to the relationships as well as the words we use, but it even comes down to the intentions. And, sometimes with our words, we say things that we don't actually mean or that we don't even actually understand. But words, man, they're powerful. They are the sword. They are the sword of truth. So the point to the communication I saw earlier too was about uh, results or consequences are not always directly correlated to intentions. Accidents happen. We're all human. We all do and say stupid things. Okay, so get over yourself if you're judging yourself. Get over yourself if you're judging someone else too, man. We got to remember that we're all people trying to figure out how to be people in a diseased, spiritually diseased, mentally diseased, physically diseased, parasitic environment, the human culture. It's not healthy, guys. Brothers and sisters, please choose to change. You'll feel better. And if you can't change the direct things in your life, you can change what you think, what you focus your time, your energy, your attention towards. Those things will change your life. Because I've said this before, if you seek the darkness, that is what you will find. If you seek the light within you will grow. So that's what we really do. We really, really, really do as people, human beings. It is so necessary to go within and truly, truly try to understand the feelings of you. Because life while it's powerful and it's scary and frightening and painful and suffering, traumatic, it's all of these things all at once. It is also so beautiful. I mean, the key, please, no one taught me how to be a human being. They taught me how to be a student and a soldier and a worker and a dad. And no one taught me how to be a dad either. That's for damn sure. Everyone told me what to do, but no one taught me how to be a human. And so that's what I'm trying to do with you. That's what Jesus was doing. That's what Buddha was doing. That's what all these other philosophers and speakers of consciousness, that's what they're explaining. How to be a human. It's really simple. Allow the egoic image of you and the world, allow that to dissolve. Let it fade away. And just be. Trust. Trust that your beingness is your purpose. And what you do beyond your beingness is up to you. So when you allow the thoughts to just, the cloudiness of the mind, that's what meditation is you just still yourself to allow the thoughts and the hectic schedules and all the opinions just to kind of settle down so you can collect who you are. After you allow yourself to shatter, pick up the pieces that you want. If you want the problems, pick them up again. If you want the solutions, reach for those. And it's easier to reach for the solutions when you give your problems over to God. That's what faith is. It's faith in the unknown, that with the spirit of knowledge and will and the love that surrounds you, with those things, you're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. Because, see, that's one of the other things. I'm kind of bouncing around here, but it's one of the things I've also been considering about religions. The distortions of fear and the manipulations of language that have convinced damn good human beings to acquiesce their rights and their freedoms and their choices. Their free will has been given away for the purpose of chasing profits, chasing glory, fame. But within all of us is the caring nature that is one with nature. Forgive me, I started getting off. I was talking about religions. So through the doctrines and traditions of religions, all the laws that have written on 2 dimensions, pieces of paper, it's taken the multi-dimensional being, the aspect of spirit and soul and mind, and it's reduced it to a record, right? No life. No life within those who don't think for themselves. Is there? Or is there not? Well, see, life, that's another different word. Sorry. I'm filled with topics to discuss. The point I was trying to get at with religion is that I believe that God has been overcomplicated, as has love. Humans overcomplicate everything, man. Humans are complicated species. And I think the purpose of this existence is for God created all of us so that we could, with the awareness and the consciousness of self-reflection, which is apparently different than most of the animal kingdom, but with the awareness and consciousness of self-reflection, I believe God created us so that we could discover the divinity that we are. I heard a passage from the Bible too this morning. I think it was James 3:2. Something about perfected speech creates the perfect one. And it was in relation to Jesus, I believe, but they said he lived a perfect life. Well, what is a perfect life? What is the definition? What would that mean for a man? Obviously, without sin. Well, what is the definition of sin? And there's been a lot of discussion and debate on what a sin actually is. But as I understand, sin is to miss the mark. And as I understand the tales of the man, Yeshua or Jesus, whatever name is correct, if that's even true, he was the perfect man. He spoke no lies. He distorted no truths. And I also think his purpose was not to expose the game. It wasn't to expose the lies. It was to reveal the truth. But I believe in our part of the game at this time of the story of creation, I believe our role, you and me and all those who you know and they know, we are here to expose the lies. As the lies are exposed, though, it brings a lot of terror, a lot of fear, a lot of guilt, and a lot of shame. Shame is a powerful beast, man. But if you look at the world today, imagine the world today through God's eyes, after giving us the divinity of nature, mountains and rivers, trees and plants, foliage, mushrooms, fungi, everything, all of this. God's given us all of this. And the power of creativity, the power of the force of love, it's all there for us. We fucking pay for wars and put people in cages. Shameful. Shameful. So if we expose the lies, though, we can overcome our shame through repentance, through admission, through contrition, making right for that which was, even if it wasn't our fault. If we know of it and we can do something about it, I think we ought to try. I really do. I think this is our lifetime to imagine and create the future we desire. That's what I've been taught. That's what I'm actually been trying to do. And I think, I really do think, not to bring this back to me, but thank you for tuning into our show. I was thinking that this morning, looking in the mirror, getting myself hyped up, the intensity of that West dude. I got to figure out his name and link. Maybe I'll put the link in him for him too. But you know what? Paul will introduce you probably. After getting myself motivated this morning, my feet hit the floor. Fuck yeah! Day one! New life is starting today. I got in just a few push-ups, get the blood flowing, get that body, get the life moving within, a little intensity, a little vigor going. Got up the idea to shave. But I was looking in the mirror and I was thinking, that's what I'm doing. I'm creating a comeback story for the future. I'm creating a story that others are going to learn about. Hey, did you hear about that guy, Jack? Man, fuck. Crazy story. But the thing is I'm just an average Joe. Just like you and everybody else. We're all just playing characters in this realm of time and information, bringing the light, the darkness, whatever it is that's within, offering it out to the world, making our imprint, right? By our existence, by our mere existence, history will never be the same. Because Everything we do affects others through our consumption, our activity, our just mere beingness. We are part of all that is, and the world will never be the same because we are. So if we're going to leave an impression behind for history in the records of us, as us, by the names we were given, if we're going to leave an impression for the records of history together, do you want it to be an imprint or an artistic impression? Something to be remembered and appreciated. Can you remember you and appreciate you? Because that's where it all starts. Everything in your life, everything depends on you. It's your life. So what do we want to do? I want to live this life together. And I don't know what that means. But we are, and we are the future. So if you were going to start your day one of the rest of your life today, which you are, what would you want to do? If you just said, you know what, fuck it. As an addict, that was the worst thing to ever say. You never want to say those words. F it. But when you're on a path of growth and discovery and adventure, trying to figure out who you are and what this world is for you, fuck it, man. This is your time. This is your time to shine, man. The stars are aligned. I looked at the numbers. I don't know what numbers mean, but I know there's power in numbers. Today, March 13th, 23. So 31323. Why not? It's a new day to start the rest of our lives. But I'm glancing at the chats, but I don't want to just continue on and on just because I have your attention. I think I've said what I wanted. What I do want to make clear is I'm figuring out this new concept with Paul Unslaved, over on the Proper Instruction Motivates People channel. And credit to him for this inspiration and offer. He's been a recent part of my development. He's a damn good man. Share some wise knowledge. You just gotta, you gotta accept him for who he is. See the heart. And anyway, I think I said what I wanted. Hopefully I recognized those I wanted to remember too. Allow yourself to shatter so that you can pick up the pieces of you that matter. And what matters to you is what's important to you, and what should be important to you, what can be important to you is how you feel. Because how you feel is going to generate your memories of what you experienced. It's the feelings we remember. It's the feelings others will remember of you too. So pay attention to how you feel. Try to notice what's going on around you, and we'll make this whole world feel better together. Because we're healers. We're creators, we're healers, we're lovers, we're warriors. We are all that is, and you are all that is. Thank you for joining me, brothers and sisters. God bless you. Peace for everyone. Choose love and live without fear.